All right, so I'm going to walk you through the code first, and then we will see it working in action. So, this was created by me for the Data Structures and Algorithms class. I'm using the Tkinter library so that we have a GUI. I'm also programming this in Python since stacks and queues are able to be used in Python. Um, but yeah, so right after we import the libraries, we can define a function that allows the user to display a list of the texts. Um, it displays it with the stack first and then the queue. And then we have a way to display the messages um, in the order that they were sent, so altering between person A and person B. And then we also have a function to exit the program. We want to initialize the Tkinter GUI here, and then we just call the main page the message viewer. Next up, I want to create a menu that allows a user to do a few things. And then have buttons on that menu. And those buttons allow the user to display the list, display the messages, and also exit the program. And then yeah, we also create an output area using the scrolled text part of the Tkinter library. This just allows for better user interface and user design, or UI and UX. And we declare the variables here. But then here we have the stack of the texts for person A. So person A is talking using stacks, and then person B is talking using queues. So the difference between stacks and queues is that the stack uses a last in, first out methodology. So um, if I run this right now, then the last answer here should be the first answer that comes out. So we're going to be looking for Let's Go Nuggets. They're going to bring home the championship, man. That's what we're looking for from person A. And person B is using a queue. So queue goes, or the queue methodology is first in, first out. So hopefully, since we have no doubt, man, the Nuggets are straight fire. Jokic, Jokic, I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm butchering that. Was straight up unstoppable. So I don't know if you could tell, but this is talking about the Heat and the Nuggets in the final, in the NBA Finals. Just some text between them. But yeah, so person B is talking in queues, and Q should be having this answer come out first. And then here we just run the Tkinter event loop. So now we'll run it to see it in action. So as you can see, a very user-friendly experience. We'll display the list first, so we can see all the outputs here. Um, and yeah, so it's displaying in order. We have the stack first, which goes down to looking for Let's Go Nuggets. Uh, I'm not finding the oh right here. Okay, so it goes to here. So this is the stack, and then everything else below that is the queue. So that just displays the two lists. But now we'll display the messages in order. This person A says, "Let's go Nuggets. They're gonna bring home the championship, man." As you can see, that is the uh, last thing in the stack here. So it's not really making sense because the final text ends up being the first one. So if we read it out, he says, "No doubt, man, the Nuggets are straight fire. Jokic was straight unstoppable." So kind of funny enough, that does make a little sense. Um, but here, we'll read this part here. So he says, "Gotta go with um, Jamal Murray, man. The guy's clutch as hell." Person A says, "So, who you got winning the NBA Finals, man? Nuggets or Heat?" He says, "Oh, for sure. It'd be a showdown between the two sick teams, man." Um, so it's not really making a lot of sense. That is because I'll answer this question. Why it does not make sense is because, like I said earlier, a stack is first in or last in, first out. Sorry. So we're getting the last answer first, which just doesn't make sense logically. So now I'll exit the program, and to change that, all we got to do is pop from the very first element instead of the last. So we just declare that there. And now, um, let's see it work in action. So spinning the list, everything goes fine again. Now we'll display the messages. So here, now we can see person A says, "Yo, dude, did you catch the Nuggets game last night? They were ballin'," which is the first message. And then person B says, "No doubt, man. The Nuggets straight fire. Jokic was straight unstoppable." So that's his first message, person B. Now person's A second message is, "Bro, the Nuggets got a real shot at making the NBA Finals this year," which, as we can see, is the second message for person A. Person B says, "I feel you, man, but don't sleep on the Heat. They're a tough squad to beat." Kind of that ends up rhyming too. I didn't realize that when I was writing it, but yeah, um, got a little bit of poetry infused. But yeah, as you can see, it's working now since we did declare it to pop from the first. Usually, since it would pop in from the, or yeah, we're popping the, if we don't declare it as the very first value, then it follows that last in, first out principle. We're asking it here to follow the first in, first out principle, or last in, last out, however you want to describe it. But yeah, that's just a quick overview of the code and a little bit of answers to those questions that you had. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And if you are following this game series, I'm personally rooting for the Nuggets. But yeah, hope you have a good rest of your day. And